we go.
Boring Reviews. All right, welcome back to Boring Land. Nick here, and I am here solo once again. I have no friends. They're all gone. But that's okay because I still love learning about stuff. I still love making these videos, and I hope you love watching them as well. I am glad that you decided to tune in and to click on that button. And if you like clicking, if you like what you see, go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And if you accidentally unsubscribe, check to make sure you didn't do that and click subscribe if you want to. So we are starting to learn about rugby. I know, we're crazy. We got movies, we got trailers, we got cricket. We got so many other things that we're doing, reviews and reactions, all this kind of stuff. Why would we subject ourselves to learning a new sport? Because we're crazy, that's why. We're going to do the videos that interest us, and hopefully they interest you. We go by request quite a bit when it comes to watching. We make those decisions, and so we're going to continue. And I want to learn more. I truly do before I jump into it with cricket. We watched a lot of learning videos before we got into that. So here is another one of those. This is What is the AFL? And this is a Patreon request. Woo woo, Patreon. Thank you so much for joining our Patreon. This comes from Nick Wan. Nick, great name, my friend. Congratulations. I know you didn't choose it yourself, but congratulations to your parents. Nick Wan has said, I've been watching your cricket videos for a few months and really love how passionate and engaged you are with this new sport. Thank you very much. I saw today on Rugby Union the reaction, and I just had to get in touch and ask you to check out Australian rules football. All right, so it's like any other sport on earth. I would know you guys would love it. Here's a couple of videos explaining the rules. He gives us one from Nit Explains and one from the official AFL YouTube channel. So hopefully AFL YouTube channels are not as stringent as the cricket channels where they allow us to react to it so that we can learn more about it. And that's what we're going to do today. That's what I'm going to do today is I'm going to check out What is AFL Aussie Rules Explained. If you are a rugby fan, please do stick around and see what I think about this. All right, so I am going to stick this before I do my reaction. And just to correct myself, this is not rugby. This is AFL. This is Aussie Rules. This is a different thing than rugby. So I just want to say that I know I mentioned this is rugby. I want to correct myself before I get into the reaction that this is not rugby. I am excited to check this out. But without further ado, let's get into this. What is the AFL? Now that is an acronym for American Football League.
It's got kicking.
Running and kicking. That's a nice drop kick right there.
It's got bone-on-bone hits without pads. No, it's not rugby. It's Australian football, although you might hear it called Aussie rules or even footy. This is Australia's biggest sport and is now played professionally by 18 teams in the AFL. It has the fourth highest average attendance of any domestic sports league in the world. These are some serious fans. What do you say we talk basics?
Fourth highest.
Aussie rules is played on a football field, probably bigger than any you've ever seen, with an egg-shaped ball that takes some crazy bounces.
Wow.
Each team consists of 18 players on the field and 4 on the bench. Tremendous athletes, these players are basketball-sized with the hands and foot speed of an NFL wide receiver and stamina greater than a soccer player.
This is interesting. It's a main event in any stadium in the world.
The game starts with a center bounce, a bit like a basketball jump ball.
Wow.
The basic object of the game, like American football, is to move the ball down the field and score.
Wants to go all the way.
That's a big field.
Collier gets it back within a goal.
You can move the ball 3 ways. Running, but you have to bounce it every 16 yards. Using your fist to hit it forward. This is called a handball, another skill unique to Aussie rules.
Nice running. Ellis was involved as well. Cross time started it all and drills it home.
And of course, the most common way is kicking it.
That one's full forward. Oh, terrific.
Like a quarterback using feet instead of hands,
Wow.
these guys can hit a teammate on the run at 50 yards. If the kick is a little high, a player may have to jump and make a spectacular catch. This is called a mark.
Look how high they jump, these players. Look at these guys. Oh, he jumped off his shoulders.
And believe it or not, you can use the opponent as a springboard for jumping. If you take a mark, you can keep going, or you can stop on the spot and take an unimpeded kick.
Glorious kick.
Once in scoring position, the idea is to kick the ball through the two large upright posts. That's a goal and worth 6 points.
Left foot, well within his repertoire.
Wow, that is.
If you hit the post,
See why it's like soccer now.
or send it between the big post and the outer lower post, it's worth 1 point and is called a behind.
Behind.
A final score line might look something like this. By the way, there's no offside rule. Don't get us wrong, there are positions.
Guessing that's 26s, 10 singles,
Defenders defend.
10 behinds equal 130.
Forwards go forward. And midfielders, yep, play in midfield.
This is better from Hawthorn. We know what a good kick he is.
Oh, so you can throw it forward.
He goes back into Hale. 70 metres out, too far to score. Gives off here to Suckling.
Big that field is.
Low belter.
Belter.
Players come in all shapes and sizes. The Fremantle Dockers have 5'8" Hayden Ballantyne, 6'3" Nate Fife, and 7-footer Aaron Sandilands.
Jeez.
You can tackle hard, but not too high or low. It has to be between the shoulders and the knees.
Almost like a strike zone.
There are 4 quarters of 20 minutes, but like soccer, time is added on for stoppages of play. The extra time can be as much as 10 additional minutes. AFL teams play 22 regular season games.
Wow.
The top 8 teams make the playoffs, or as they're called in Australia, the finals. Eventually, 2 teams meet in the championship game or the grand final. It's Australia's Super Bowl and is played every year in the magnificent Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of 90,000 plus.
Nice.
It's a big deal.
Away we go. Opening bat. Kennedy. Long kick. Goal. First of the grand final.
Good looking kick. He's got it. Franklin. Oh, yes, he has.
Wow.
Chesky run down holding the footy.
Langford running hard. He'll fancy this. It's got a knot. It's a goal.
Any questions? Check us out at afl.com.au and on Twitter at AFL.
All right, so that looks unbelievable. Wow, Australian rules football. That's unbelievable. I thought it was rugby. I'm going to change the beginning just a little bit so I don't sound like a complete moron. But I seriously thought this was just AFL was a rugby league. I didn't realize that Australian rules football was its own thing. Apart from rugby, it looks very similar in some ways, but it also looks very similar to football, like it said, and to basketball with the dribbling and soccer with the kicking in the post and everything and the goals. Okay, that looks very, very exciting. When I first got into cricket, I was a little leery, but I was ready to learn, and I absolutely love it. Rugby, we've only done 2 videos on it, and I'm still getting into it, but it speaks more to what I'm used to, and so it seems extremely interesting. I think it said the 4th most watched sport in the world. I think the IPL is the 6th most watched sport, so that's pretty cool too, but that's a whole lot. The biggest sport in Australia, I assume that was cricket or rugby. It's this. Assuming the video told me the truth. Honestly, I'm blown away. I was not expecting that. I've got to see some more of this. I've got to watch a game. I feel like again, with my background in sports, what I know, it's going to translate very well into understanding the sport. And all I got to do is just watch a game or two to get an idea of what's going on. It's very interesting that to score the, I'm not sure what they called, the touchdowns or whatever, the 6-pointers, that you kick it through those two middle posts. I was wondering what the two on the outside was. Now I know if you hit the post or between the big and the small on either side, that's an extra point. The score there, 20, 10, 130. That's 20 times 6 is 120 plus 10 is 130. So I get that. I'm assuming it's all about that final score on the far right. The 20 and the 10 doesn't really matter, but maybe it does come into play. Let me know. Holy cow. I got to apologize for assuming it was rugby. You AFL fans, you're probably ready to kill me, but thanks for sticking through it. And I understand now it's completely, a different sport. Let me know. AFL fans, let me know if you want us to do more videos on this. Born Reviews, we are worldwide. We're trying to be at least. And so we are doing things that we want to do that interest us. And I'm telling you right now, this does interest me. So I am actually going to record of just about a minute of the beginning so I don't sound like a complete moron. And there's a whole lot of stuff I'm going to cut out that I just kept talking about rugby. And I don't want to offend anyone. But if you watch this whole video through, now you know behind the scenes that I fixed about a minute in the beginning. But if you like this video, like and subscribe. I mean, I'm super pumped right now. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to see more. Let me know what to watch. Let me know if there's a video I can watch out there that talks about the team's history. I want to learn more about the AFL. Let us know. And I know Gabe, when he sees this, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm on board. Let's check this out. I mean, I'm just assuming. I don't know. But with all that being said, please come back for another video tomorrow. And until next time, adios.